Oh my goodness, how long do you think I can go while trying to avoid doing something? It's a long fucking time. Anyways, Halloween's coming up and I'm going to make a black dress for Mrs. Maisel. So I'll go through and show a couple pictures just to get started so it's recorded. Yeah, that took me almost 2 hours of live stream setup because I moved the camera like 3 times trying to organize this, which is not, it's not even going to be a big deal because I'm not going to be sewing at this desk most likely. I'll probably be sewing at another desk, at my small desk entirely, because this desk is very, it's like a spring. It's actually really cool, but it is like a spring. So, yeah, I really didn't need the perfect setup out here, to tell you the truth. So I didn't probably need to spend 2 hours on it. But here we go, and it seems to be working pretty nicely, so I'm excited. We've got a camera for the actual sewing in a bit, and we will do that. Okay, so let's actually change this to. I'm tracking everything here. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, and this is on, and I don't know why this isn't working. Work, please. Go. Okay, it's kind of tracking. I don't know. Okay, so we have this one open, so I'm just gonna go through and show some images. Oh, no, that's not what I want. We've got streamers everywhere, so I think would help if I use the right keyboard. I've got 2 keyboards going here, and so they kind of there we go, that's the one. The 2 keyboards kind of go all over the place. So, because I always pick the wrong one, of course. Okay, so this is the Mrs. Maisel black dress. We're going to be making this. It's actually very close to a dress I have. So I'll show that as well, that I've already made and drafted in the past. So we're just going to modify it a bit today. But you can kind of see it has, so not this one, that's a different dress. But does that show up? Let me make sure it's not being, it's cut off. So I wonder if I can, I don't suppose there's a way to get that on the thing, is there? Isn't that funny? Properties? Done. Is there like a filter on here that's cropping it? Yeah. Yeah, there is. Okay, so let's take the right and we'll okay, so we'll take the left and we'll bring that up to 250 and help again if I use the right keyboard, 250, and the right will bring that down to 200. Not far enough, hey? Let's try 100 and 350. Just keep the proportions the same. That's better. Now you can actually see it. Okay, done. Okay, so, and we've got the back of it has this V on the back, which is different than the one I have. Mine has a scoop neck, or like a boat neck kind of thing. And then it has these cute little bows at the top. It's just got nice little princess seams down the front. I ordered a belt. Actually, I haven't checked on it. It's a covered belt kit to make this from eBay, because I had to find a vintage one. I could not for the life of me find a modern company that sells this kind of covered belt kit. It's just like making covered buttons. You buy a little metal thing and then you cover it in fabric, and it's like it like holds itself together, kind of like it wedges itself together, which is neat. But overall, the dress is really really classic, right? I mean, it's something you could wear today. It has that vintage flair to it. Nothing too crazy going on, but it is beautiful. And she's got this lovely kind of thick, heavy satin, which we have. And oh, there's someone who did it, but they just bought one, or they didn't bother to make it the details. And yeah, again, there's a bunch of ones for sale, but they're all kind of missing something. Yeah, this one's used a gathered waist instead of a patterned waist, which my pattern has a patterned waist, thank goodness. What's that? Oh, that's just an Audrey Hepburn. Oh, is it a reference to an Audrey Hepburn dress that I don't know? Oh my goodness. Oh, I like it even more now. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh, that's very exciting. Anyways, it's kind of going into more other different dresses now, so that's fine. But yeah, that's the one. What's happening there? Nothing. It won't load. Oh, it did load. Yeah, it must be a reference to a Audrey Hepburn dress. Look at that. That one just says Audrey Hepburn. Oh, wonderful. I'll have to look up what dress that actually is, like where this is from, if it's from a movie or if it's just a photo shoot. Cute. Okay, so let's actually get to it. I'm going to switch over into the sewing view. Well, sewing view, I don't know. Design view. There we go. Transition. All right. Actually, I'm going to turn the music down a bit more. I think it's too loud. Okay. Perfect. All right, let me go check that the stream is working before I actually get going into it. I realized I didn't check that. Okay. All right, looks like we're working. Okay, so this is the dress I made before. It's obviously very similar, but obviously the print is different. This is like a very floral, summery print instead of the nice black satin. Oh, and I'll show off the black satin that I have too, because it's gorgeous. So anyways, yeah, this one I'm going to change the pattern a little bit because this one just had darts up the front and hers has seams all the way up. So we will change that. The front of it is actually pretty darn close. We've got that beautiful kind of, but I need to be able to see it for myself on my other computer so I can see what's going on here. There we go. The biggest difference is the back on hers. Okay, so yeah, she really does have, it's even more of a square across. So we'll adjust that so that it really is just square with little straps, I think. Just trying to see if there's a really good shot of it somewhere. But I think that's kind of a deal. The problem is she has another black dress that she wears that looks similar at first glance, but isn't. Okay, so it's really straight across and then it just kind of goes up. So this one actually sits really wide on the shoulders. It kind of sits off the shoulder almost. So I'm definitely going to adjust that in a little bit, and the back has to be changed quite a bit because I'm going to switch it from a side zipper, which is what we have here, to a back zipper, which will work perfectly because I'm going to have that V back to it. I do have the pattern for this guy, so we're going to be working from modifying that. Other than that, I think this fits pretty nicely, and we'll make a test run out of the pattern, probably from the lining, and give that a go. Oh, I'll show off the fabric while we're here. We've got beautiful black satin and satin lining. So this is the, where are we? There's an open end. There we go. This is the beautiful black satin, and it's like got this lovely sheen to it, just really lush. It's really thick and heavy, and it has a nice stiffness to it, so it's going to fall nicely like hers in the show. So I'm excited for all that. I do hope the belt buckle arrives soon, but if it doesn't arrive in time, I'm not going to worry about it because it's not going to make or break the dress. But it would be nice to have a little black zip in there. And then this is the lining is just a lighter black satin. It's very silky and soft, kind of just to go on the inside and just be really, really gentle and smooth. So that should be nice. Okay, I'll put that aside and let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, so I haven't opened up this pattern yet. I just brought it out. So let's actually have a look at it and see what we have. knees are hitting things. There we go. Now, I'm so mad because this is, I really like working on this paper. It's kind of a see-through, it's very translucent kind of paper. It's really nice to work with. And I thought that's what I was buying online when I bought this, and it's not. It's really just a regular paper, and I'm quite mad at it because I bought a fucking lot of it. And I would much rather have this see-through paper instead. But you can kind of see through this too, so it's not impossible. It's just not what I wanted. Yeah, so here we go. We've got the dart. We're going to redesign that into a 2 pieces. Oh, this is a sleeve. Why do I have a sleeve? This is not the same pattern. Oh, I was going to do a sleeve, I guess. Yeah, I have it. Thankfully, I label my stuff pretty well. Oh, you can't see it on camera, but it says 50s floral sleeve. And then I definitely opted for no sleeve because the dress does not have sleeves. So that's cool to know that I have that though. And then there's the back. Perfect. Okay. That's good. Now this is gonna have to be redone, but that's okay because it is on a fold, so I can easily cut it and make sure the seams match up. The front part is going to need quite a bit of work just to make it into 2 pieces. And then this should just be skirt. Yeah. Okay, so we will be shortening the skirt because the skirt on this dress is actually quite long. It's like T-length, kind of. So it comes down, I'll show up on camera, no. It comes down like mid-calf, fully mid-calf. And so her dress is more like just below the knee. So we'll shorten that, but that's probably the easiest part of the whole thing. Oh, plus I need to make sure to move the zipper on the skirt as well as on the back because this has a center back fold. And we'll just need to make sure that that's switched around. But the skirt should be really easy to do. But yeah, it's a shame because I've been using this type of paper for forever and I really like working with it. But yeah, I just couldn't find it with this. Well, I thought I found it, but I got the wrong one, so not cool. There we go. Okay. I'm also pretty sure I made this dress within a week. Like, it was not a long project, so there's no reason I also shouldn't be able to do another one within a week. Also, I can just sew a fucking dress in a week. I just gotta actually sit down and do it. This one, I think I was wondering why I kind of did this weird thing on the sleeves, but it's obviously because I was going to be adding sleeves because they have like kind of a, there's not enough seam allowance here to do what I needed to do, which was sew it into itself because it's lined. But if you're trying to line something in 3 different ways, because the lining doesn't go all the way down into the skirt, it stops at the waistband. So because I sewed it there, I couldn't, like, you can't just sew this 3-dimensionally. It's just the physics don't work out that way. It's really quite annoying. You can't seal it on all the edges. I wonder if I can do it if I have a center back zip. If I could do it easier that way. Sometimes you really gotta think about the physics. Personally, I really love side zips, but for this dress, center back is 100% the way to go. Oh, I'm also going to, when I test it, I want to test the armholes because I think this was quite comfortable, but I want to make sure. So let's, and I steamed this all out. Now I'm getting it all wrinkly. Okay, so we'll leave that there. Like a million friggin' rulers. The best ruler of all time, this giant 90-degree curve, or 90-degree angle ruler. It's just the best thing. Okay. Yeah, she just has seams that go straight up to the sides there. Just trying to double check and make sure I get it right. Does it go all the way up? I feel like it does, but it's hard to tell on these shots because the black dress is just... There's also, there's some good shots of the dress because it was in an exhibit. I feel like maybe it doesn't go all the way up. I need to know before I draft the damn thing. Maybe it just curves up like 3/4 of the way. Would you just load properly, please? Okay, I'm not going to do the back until I do the front because I want to make sure the shoulder seams line up. Okay, the front's going to be the same though. I think the height of the neckline is going to be the same. I just need to straighten it out. Maybe it is all one piece with just a curved dart at the top. Oh, I really need a really good picture of this. No, I don't want to click the link. My goodness, stop. I should just watch an episode of the show because when it's in motion, you can see how the seams catch the light a lot easier. Okay, actually, let me pull that up on my phone. I guess the last thing I was watching, because I was already taking getting notes for it. There we go. Continue watching. It'll be the same episode. I wanted to see what shoes she had, but I don't need to worry about those because I won't. Oh god, no. Because they're not going to be... Like, I have black satin shoes. It'll be fine. And in the show, her shoes are only in shot for like 3 seconds as she gets out of a cab. It's weird watching this without sound, actually. That's funny. She's still wearing her coat, still wearing her coat. There we go. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't do that. Okay, I think she goes into the light more. Black. Oh yeah, that's a good shot of the back though. Let me take that again one more time. You can screenshot though, it's really annoying you have to take a photo with it, so. Okay, yeah, V back, definitely. And then that seam. Oh, I'm just trying to catch it in my eye. Whether it goes all the way up or not. Oh, I'm really having trouble telling. Let's see. I know there's... I just want to get it right. I feel like it doesn't go all the way up, which means I don't have to cut 2 new pieces. I just need to modify the one I have for a different dart. Because this one has such a, like, it was like an exaggerated 50s pointed style dart, whereas she has obviously a much more modern, like, modern wearable dart with a curve at the top. Yeah, I'm pretty certain that just goes, it's just one piece of fabric. Yes, oh, I can see it 100% in that shot. Okay. I don't know if that'll show up on camera, but you can, I don't even know where the camera is, my goodness. You can definitely see it there, that it's just one piece of fabric at the top, which is good. So we'll do that. Excellent. Oh, I'm so glad I found that. That makes me feel better. Would have done it the wrong way otherwise. Okay. Okay, rulers up. Last time I did this, I was doing my pencil skirt, yeah. That was like friggin' so long ago. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where am I finishing? So we'll just slice this here. Now these are paper scissors, not fabric scissors. I'll just put that aside for now. Do need some weight. Where my camera's at? There we go. It's kind of annoying if it doesn't quite go all the way to the edge, but if I do it like this. No, still not. Better though. Just because this is going to be a perfectly straight line, I'd like to use it for the center front. Make my 90-degree angles off of it. I think if I pull the desk out from the wall, but if I do that, it's going to like interact with everything else. Well, let's give it a try. Nope, not even a little bit. A little bit. There we go, now I can put the whole thing on. Because, yeah, I don't want that edge rolling off the edge, rolling off the side, because I'm just going to crunch it. Right. There we go. Candles. I have those. Not be an issue. Bath and Body Works to the rescue. Okay, actually I suppose I should move this over so that it's actually on camera a little bit more, hey? Gosh, it's like I just don't want to get started. And it's like, you can't speed this up that bad. Just fucking do it. You're also literally only working with paper at this point. Okay, this has seam allowances, correct? 1 centimeter seam allowance? Okay. See, the nice thing about the see-through paper is that you can literally put this underneath and still copy it, and it's amazing. And this paper is not going to do that. janky. Otherwise, suppose I have a glass desk. I could probably put a light underneath the table and do it that way, but you know. Okay, I should be doing this with a ruler. Why am I doing that? It's gonna be dangerous because you can end up like making the pattern larger as you go doing this. I gotta change the start though. Which one of these did I actually use? I've got 2 marked in on here. Which one did I actually go with? The problem with modifying things as you go, then you have to really, although usually I'm pretty good about keeping track. Okay, the dart is this long. Okay, that's this one here, not the bigger one, because that would be the natural. That'd probably be the high point. That's like more the armpit. So yeah, definitely that one. It's nice to have a physical one handy when you're doing this. So that dart's fine, it just needs to be curved, I think. I guess means really it's more like that than what's on there. So we can look at that. It doesn't shift around too much, which it will try to. Okay, now sleeve wise, I definitely need this to be more. Oh, good. This actually had a straight across. It's the front, not the back. Front. Okay, good. So this actually has a straight across neckline, which is perfect. Okay, 1 centimeter seam allowance. Okay, we like the armhole, but we're going to continue this line straight across. Where's my 90-degree ruler? This is where you come in handy. I'm sure that it is 100% a 90-degree line. Okay, there we go. Do one more at the seam allowance mark. Okay, so yeah, actually that lines up pretty well with the armhole there, so we'll just bring that up like that. And then what does hers do? I feel like this isn't bright enough. Hi, Shug. Quiet you. Nope. Too far. I feel like that might actually be showing something. We'll go with that for now. Yeah, because it goes right up. And then it's a high neck, which is what this has. And then it just goes over the corner. So this one goes over about here, which is way too far out. So instead, okay, so what we've actually got to do is that's really part of the back of the dress. So really, that comes down to drafting the back. Okay. I need something to put a little hole in this to mark my darts. I just need a little pin or something. Let me go find one. Alright, pin. What I need is a seam ripper, obviously. But also I need some pins so that I can, it's nice to be able to pin pieces together sometimes too. What is this? Okay. Oops, no, that's the other. Line that up and we're just gonna make a little cut there. Yeah. And let's mark center front fold before we forget. Okay, now I need to I think I'm gonna go put this dress on just so I can actually, hey Red Cat, how's it going? Hey, I did take some videos, so I will be sending those, I might be putting those, do you have ClickUp? I think I'm gonna use ClickUp and I'll just upload them to ClickUp and then you can download them from there. So see if you can get ClickUp working. It's just, I'll type it out. It's like that. Okay, I'm going to, I feel like I should put the dress on. It's a shame because like, yeah, so let's not wasting time. I'm gonna go put this dress on, I'll be right back. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I put it on because there's a couple things I wanted to change. Because I know I made this a couple years ago, so I wanted to check that it still fit, even though I wore it this spring, so I knew it wouldn't be that off-fitting. I knew it had to fit. They haven't changed since the spring. The waist, the measurements are fine. I actually want to drop the waist an inch though. I feel like it's just too high. It could be an inch lower. So I'll do that. The arm curves are great. That's actually super comfortable because I hate it when they're too high. That might have been why I didn't put sleeves on this, because if you put sleeves on something with too low, for sleeves you want the armhole raised so that you can move your arms. If your sleeves are connected here, you can't lift your arm. But other than that, I hate it when you have a sleeve cutting into your arm. But yeah, the strap on this goes so far out to the edges, which is cute because that's kind of what hers does, but not quite that far. Hers is more like just like there. So we will keep the nice flat thing, and I think it's about the right. Yeah, because it's like you can still see her collarbone. I'm just double checking everything. Honestly, hers is almost even higher. Isn't that crazy? I'm trying to think. Yeah, because this one it wants to gape in the front because the straps want to come forward. So you really have to, like, it has to be kept open to the edges for that to work. But obviously we don't want that because that's not what hers looks like. Hers sits a little bit more naturally on the shoulders. So yeah, we'll bring that straight up instead of having it continue to curve. If that goes straight across, what should I see? I feel like this is more curved. I might have curved it a bit when I was doing it. No, this has a nice curve. I guess it just looks like more of a curve when it's without the seam allowance and everything. Okay, so we'll keep that. Straight across. Even at that point, like, it really can't. I feel like this should be fine. I feel like that's curving too far, but like this, I feel like that's gonna gape. Maybe it should just be in a little bit. But then that puts a dart into it. Just trying to make sure it doesn't gape weirdly because it is a bit of a different, interesting design. What's that doing? There's just too much fabric between this part and this part because I want to push that backwards instead of at the side. So to fix that, I need to move this in a little bit. I need to move this part. If I did this, would that fix it? Yeah, that would pull it down more. But the waist is actually fine, so it's just the top bit that needs to come in a little bit, not the whole seam. Okay, so just angle that a little bit more. Is it inches? Yes, it is. Is that even a right measurement? No, that's not even a full centimeter. That's annoying. This one's in inches too. God damn it, why don't I have a centimeter one? What was I using it for a centimeter one when I did this before? Was it just this anyways? Yeah, probably. Alright, we'll just continue using that then. Because probably with the pencil line, it ends up being more like a centimeter anyways. Just like you err on the edge over it. Okay. So this part was fine. I'm getting hungry. I had some food earlier, but I feel like I need more. Okay, so if I want this to fit better, I need it to be less there. Yeah, just like that. Is that equally true on both sides? Yeah, that wants to be way far back. So let's take that a whole... like a centimeter in? I'm gonna do a centimeter in. And remember to change things on the actual pattern, not the seam allowance pattern. And then we're not changing the... we are changing the waist, and now we're dropping the waist by an inch. So let's do that now too. That's funny, it's actually pretty accurately 20 inches here. It's pretty much exactly 4.5 inches, and I feel like that's too... yeah. Definitely too... yeah, it needs to be another, at least another inch, so we'll do an inch, see how that goes. And the same for this part. This part. So these are the two lines that are the actual vertical lines. So you gotta remember to work with those ones and not anything else. Let's drop you down an inch. Okay, and then what we're actually doing is moving that in a little bit there. So from here, which is the new waist point, to here. Go there. And that'll be the new point. Better eraser anymore. Just on the end of the pencil, honey. The confusing lines at least a little bit. Okay, let's go. This is Maisel. Bodice front. Where's your sealants? Okay. I want to get these really nice curves here. I don't want to be up forever, but I want to be up long enough that I get something done today. I don't want to go to bed and be like, oh, I didn't fucking finish anything. So it's like, cause I've got a full day of work tomorrow, but like, I don't need to be in bed early for it or anything. Okay, I'm feeling good about those. Good with that. I've shortened this part, which will cut out that puckering there. Honestly, well, this one had the zipper in it, so maybe I might have just added too much seam allowance when I put the zipper in on this side, because this side fits better than that side. It's almost 2 centimeters, honestly. I'm gonna take it in 2 centimeters. I just feel like if I don't, it's still gonna have the same problem. That's a shame. I just drew all these stupid lines. Oops, no, it has to be a new line. Same waist in a centimeter. Yeah. Need a better eraser though. I've been using it as a keyboard stand. Let's use it as an eraser. Okay, shortens there. That should be fine. just need to look at her dress again. Play again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, no, I have the right idea. I just need to trust that I know what it's doing. Oh, no, that's not what I want. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah, but I don't want a straight dart. I want a nice fitting one. I could just need to put a bit of a curve in it. It'd be a little bit difficult, but I don't want to move the dart. I just want to make sure it's round. Oh, you went down? Okay. It would be beautiful first. Good. Okay, be free. Okay. This line is really more confusing than anything. That's where that was, because that's... Let's transfer that. Yeah, that's fine. And I can, it's like, if I do it this way, it's going to be even smaller at the waist, but that's fine because it will also be lower and that part of my waist is smaller. So yes, that's how waists work. Oops, I didn't really want that all the way up because I want to curve it. Why can't I find a picture of what it is I want? I have to bust out my actual, some of my old sewing stuff. These are all like really crazy stuff. I just want nicely fitting darts. that would be just moving it up slightly, I guess. No, I don't want it up. I just want it curved. Okay, I think. Yeah, okay, so moving it higher would make it worse. So if anything, I need to move the dark point lower. Yeah, I just need to put a curve in it, exactly what I thought I was doing. I don't know why I'm overthinking this so much. Yeah, I'm just overthinking this. Let's just put a little bit of a curve in there. If anything, we'll let it hit a bit. Match. If you don't, we're in trouble. 13 to 12 and a half. Okay, on this side, not that. No, it's a little bit longer. Well, let's make it work then. Move it out and down, that should be fine. Make sure those lengths match, and we should be good. Okay, well, we'll try that. Hopefully it'll make a difference. Hopefully it's not just a waste of time. Okay. Alright, so that's the front pattern done. The back pattern is going to be interesting because it has to come across to the front. So on this one, I'm going to switch this around. Here's the other end of this. Trying to do this without damaging the paper. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I think we got it. Oh, where's the pencil? There we go. Where all of the rulers off to the desk. Okay. There we go. I just wanted a new flat edge to work with without unrolling more paper. On camera, yes. Okay, this is actually 2 squares, so actually I cut this edge so it might not be square at all. Yeah, so we'll just... Now we are extending it, so I will leave some space there, or I will be mad at myself. These candles all smell so nice. Okay, now the back of this armhole is actually fine, I think. Yeah, that wants to sit nicely. Yeah, the strap needs to be adjusted, but the back of the armhole is fine. We won't worry about that. We will worry about extending it an inch to match the front. Okay, now the back's neckline has changed completely. It's a V. Like that, and then at this point, instead of going over, I want it to pretty much just go. Let me check the scene where it shows the back of her dress. She's walking on stage. There we go. Okay, yeah, so just like a normal wide shoulder point and then straight down too. Okay. Now this is one of those things I might need to I want to do a mock-up of this because I don't know how adjusting that V is going to, might make it gape, kind of. That's interesting. It's actually pretty still. Okay, so what I do want is oh, and it has to extend over because it's going to actually. So let's get a tape measure. I'll be right back with a tape measure.
Oh, is she good?
Actually, if you can help me with this. I'm trying to measure the back of my own arm.
I gotta go to bed after this stuff.
Okay, so you're measuring the curve, like follow the curve, and if you can just like start from start on this side, so it's no zipper. So where that seam is, and then follow the curve up over my shoulder.
So like just from there.
Yeah, like from that seam, but it has to follow where the edge of the fabric is. So just like line it up with the edge of the fabric, and you can do it probably.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Stop for a second. Vertically like this, it will curve better.
Oh yeah,
that's my body. And then I want it to go right where this seam is, so it stops. When you get like when it wants to deviate it and let it follow to this point of my bra strap, not the dress. And then, yeah, good. That's doing the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, is it following the curve?
Yes.
About 14 inches.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, no, I can feel it. Okay, 14 inches, thank you.
Yeah. It's hard to get that damn thing.
It is, no, that's why I wanted some assistance with that, because that's difficult. Okay, so we're going to do 14 inches all the way, and I think that part is just going to be pretty much just straight up at that point. Oh, hey, get back in there. This is actually curved, and it's probably what I used to do this curve in the first place. Yeah, probably. No, maybe a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I don't need any of this because I'm not even using the same center back. It's actually going to drop down to about, like, honestly, all the way down to armhole level. So I guess just, it'd be good if it was just below, just above bra height. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to remember there's a seam allowance on here. Ha ha ha. I was just how to do on the other one. I didn't yet. Otherwise, I'll be measuring the wrong line. Oh, and also there's a seam allowance on this end. God goodness. All the little details. Oh my goodness, I haven't done this in like a long time now. So, but thankfully, I feel like I'm remembering all the little things I need to remember, so that's good. Okay, so there we go. That's my line. Oh, that's pretty darn close. Okay, we'll call that 23. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 inches there, but I also don't want it to curve as much as this one did. Oh, it's not. Okay. Okay, it's not by a long shot. Should be fine. In about an inch. Yeah, about an inch is all I really need. It's only off by. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Oh, this part, not that part. Let's try again. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, that's 14 inches, and that should go all the way over to the front because it ends in that little, those little V's. Pause. This won't let me screenshot, will it? I'm just gonna take a black screen. Yeah, it is gonna take a black screen. Cool, love it. So that comes down to like, I don't know, I want to say half an inch maybe, a couple centimeters. Just like a whole inch? No, it's not a whole inch, it's more like 3/4 or half. So we could say like 2 centimeters would probably be a nice amount. Yeah. And that would be to match here. That came. Okay, that seam line was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, plus 1, 2, 3, plus 4 more inches. Yeah, that should be it exactly. Okay, I'm feeling good about these measurements. I mean, honestly, that's just why you make a mock-up anyways, so. Okay, and then the trick is we bring this over, that's the inside one, good. Bring this over 2 centimeters. At a 90-degree angle. And then we need to know where the center back is going to hit. Okay, so the previous one ended here. Well, really it ended there. That's going all the way over the shoulder, so Am I gonna want a curve in that? Probably, otherwise it's... I don't know. I need like a ribbon or something to test this on. If it's just a straight strip, will it curve naturally or do I need to put a curve in it? Okay, we got some ribbon here to test with. A better little thing. Okay. Okay, yeah, I just need a piece of ribbon. So if it comes up and it tries to go, will it just go straight? Okay, so it's following that curve. Like that. I think I should be fine. I don't think I need to curve it because this one needed to curve because it was on an angle and it needed to come back in. But I don't need that because that's not what we're doing. Yeah, because that has quite a yeah, quite a gap there, but we're not doing that, so we won't worry about it. We will just worry about making a nice big V. So what's 4 inches actually? That's 4 inches there. So at that point, I don't want it to be too wide because that's just coming over her shoulders. And it should be maybe 1.5 inches, maybe. That's gonna be annoying if I make it any smaller than that, so we'll leave it at 2 centimeters. But yeah, that should be. That was the previous back, and I want it to come down. Ow. There, but not much more. Four inches. Okay, well, let's just drop it down by 4 inches and see what that looks like. Oh, zipper. I did this as if it was on a fold, but it's not on a fold. There's going to be a fucking zipper there. Damn it. It means I need the whole thing shifted over by like a centimeter. That's frustrating. dropping the waist down an inch. There. And add another centimeter for some clouds. Well, let's extend all of this by a centimeter. I didn't put any back darts. Yes, I did. There's a back dart in this. Just a little one right there. Okay, so yeah, this shouldn't even necessarily be a straight line all the way across them. I'm like, why is this not working? That's why. Let's put in the dart. To move all of this. Okay, good. We moved everything over. And we moved this down. And we need to adjust these darts. Darts and okay, so if it's higher than that, that should be fine. That should be fine. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty close. Oh, it's like 1 centimeter difference, so that'll work, I think. Now I'll have to try this on because this is still on an outward angle, and I feel like it might try to continue being on an outward angle rather than being able to curve in. But we'll see. I'll have to test it. Okay, add seam allowance onto this guy. Which is, I hate making mock-ups because then it's like a whole extra thing to do. Obviously. I'd much rather just sew one and be done. But I do want this to be nice. So, suppose I could do a mock-up. Okay, we lowered it an inch. That's an inch plus seam allowance somehow. Okay, let's continue. And then this should actually curve to make sure it matches the same. It's 4.5 inches. So this line also be 4.5 inches. In this case, okay, if I take that's just the bus line. More than 4.5 inches. Why? Oh no, what have I done? Oh, there's no seam allowance marked. 20. Yeah, 4.5. Perfect. Okay, so this one should also be 4.5, but it's on an angle. So let's seam allowance. Oh, it's actually already 4.5. Okay. Right, then we will extend it exactly 1 inch. Is that why I'm having trouble? Well, the difference between the waist and the underbust is how much that should be. What this really means is that this horizontal one, that's not straight. That going to be straight. Okay, I see why I was having trouble with this. Yeah, I made it more 90 degree there. Makes sense. Because that was the style, was to have that really high bust point. Because I don't want that this time. The good thing is because I'm attaching the straps from the back, I can attach them over as much as I want to fix that. Okay, that should be good. That should work. I feel like I'm fixing a couple of the problems that this thing had before. Inches. Yeah, that's 1 inch. That's 0 ounce. Oops, that's like. I'm gonna be right back. It's just so much fun to walk around and it's just like all smooshy and very exciting. Okay, what have we got? Yes, the trick is that has to move up. Yeah, so that's not enough. 14. Yeah, I'm getting 6, aren't I? I think it's not gonna fit. I just need to change the darts, that's all. These darts are too dramatic. Oh, there's fine. Yeah, we gotta make sure the darts match up to the skirt seams too. That's important. That's a good placement. Okay, sorry. Oh shit. Okay, it's fine. Okay, I like that. I like all this. I'm gonna put in the same amount here, and then this piece is theoretically done, but zipper. Center back. This is Maisel back. Bodice times 2, 1 centimeter seam allowance. Centimeters. Four inches. 4 inches is 1 and 2 inches. Perfect. Okay, I like this back piece actually. I think it's turned out pretty good. Sharp up front, but you know. But now I can match up my skirt seams as well. Let's take another look at those at the front bodice because I feel like I may have to just adjust that. Hey Realmo Sensei, how's it going? Thanks for the lurk. Hope you're having a good day. You were streaming earlier, right? Did you have a good stream? The center front, I do need to know how long the center front is. I've got 13.5 inches. inches. That's 3 inches. Okay, so those both need an extra 1/2 inch. Check my seams. That was 6 inches exactly. So, oh, that's pretty good actually. No, not quite. Okay, needs to be a little bit longer. These are the same length too. I think that was more to the side than to the center. Okay, that should match. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. Not quite, hey. 6.5, but to that point, so that's no good. Try again. Well, let's just make it there and let's extend this a little bit, I think. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think that's all. All the numbers match up now. So the seams will match up. It's actually crazy how much of sewing, or pattern drafting at least, is math. So just a lot of sewing in general is math. But definitely math. Oh yeah, this really just needs a is that a 1/4 inch? Is that what that is? Okay. Okay, what do we got on the front of this thing? I'm getting hungry. What time is it? It's 2:30. Okay. Dropped the waist. 6 inches. Yeah, this was only 4.5. We kept the arm the same. This is supposed to end about here and then attach to the strap. Make sure I don't fuck this up anywhere along the line. Yeah, about 4 inches off, 4 inches on the back. Good, good, good. How wide is the center front? I feel like it's too wide on the one I have. Come on, ruler. So 5 and a bit. 5 3/4. I feel like that's too wide. I pull that down, it is supposed to reach out pretty far. All right, I mean, it should work. The math says it should work. It's just gonna come right over. And like I said, like I don't even know if that's gonna try to curve in. It's probably gonna continue to go out, and then it'll hit on the side, and that'll actually be perfect. Hey, Baron-La, how's it going? Daylight bulbs, baby. Daylight bulb there. Ring light there. Ring light there. Daylight bulb there. Daylight bulb back there. Daylight. Why is the dog barking? I said daylight too excitedly. She's like, it's daytime. No, it's not. Okay. Yes. I'm good. I'm trying to get this done. Well, I'm getting this done for Halloween, but I've gotta... It's coming along. I'm pleased with the modifications I've made to it. I've got to do the skirt, which should be easy because it's just shortening a skirt. Whereas the bodice, I actually made quite a few changes. And then tomorrow, I'll probably cut one out of fabric and actually try to sew it together. I haven't decided yet if I'm doing it out of real fabric right away, or actually I should just do it out of something, just one of my many cottons that I do have kicking around, just waiting to be made into a cute little dress like this, like a gingham. I have a beautiful bunch of ginghams that would make this would look super cute in gingham. Oh, okay, so that's what I'll do. I'll make my test version of this out of one of the fabrics I just have sitting around. Then it will also be a cute dress. And then if it's really doesn't fit, I won't have wasted the good satin. Okay, that's good. Okay, I don't need a lining pattern because I'm just gonna use the same pattern and cut the exact same thing. Yeah. And then okay, and I'm not going to... Oh yes, I'll make the lining for the skirts. That's easy, same thing. I figure what I'm doing with the sleeves because I had trouble lining this with the kind of the sleeve holes. Hey! So that's something I should search for, lining a sleeveless. I think you really just need to put like a trim around them. Yes, I think the problem is that the math just really doesn't work if you're trying to sew it closed on all edges. But I'm sure someone out there knows a good way to do it. Just if you can do it with the neck hole. You can do it with 2 sleeves on a coat. Why can't you do it with 3 on a dress? Okay, let's do the skirt before I get tired. Food? No, you were fed already. Okay, this person didn't sew the side seams, which makes sense. So you sew all of the arm parts first, which I didn't do. Because you have to kind of make it a tube. I see. It's kind of weird. It's like a tube from the back piece to the center piece to the back piece with a center back zip. If you had a side zip, those pieces are technically closed. That's really part of the same seam. Two. Those ones could be open. Just like all this weird. This is just fucking weird physics. Just to be able to turn it back inside out again is the trick. Because if I have on this dress I've got, they have an open neck is the idea though, so it's only if I have a closed neck, because what they've got is back, neck, back, armhole, front, arm, back. But if I have, you can't see any of this. That's a shame. If I have this closed here, I think the problem is I just can't turn it out without it. I'm gonna have to look at some of the dresses I have, but I think they might all be back zips, and that might be the solution. Maybe I just can't do it with a side zip. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. I forgot I didn't eat most of my food earlier. We had pizza and I only ate half a slice. I was busy. I might as well actually eat that. And the dog can hang out and harass me. No. I think the only other way to do it would be to have an open seam here. Because otherwise you have two tubes and they don't connect. I'm feeling it just doesn't work. I wonder if I could do it if I put a center back seam in without a zip. I don't even need to know this for this project. This project is getting a back zip. I'm just curious, theoretically, if I can do it in the future, because I would like to be able to. Okay, you good? Jeez. Okay, neckline. Yeah, I know how to do a neckline. It's the This person is saying you can do it if you just like twist the garment while you're setting it up. Sugar. Okay, did this person manage to do it? Sometimes sewing is just black magic, just straight up witchcraft. Because if you had it fully inside out, yeah, you can't just do it like that. It doesn't work. So how did they do this? Basically, they just bunch it all up and make it work. Interesting. Okay, so there is a way to do it if you just really make it happen. Okay, so you can do this. You've just really got to fight with it a little bit, and it can work. Okay, good to know. This one will be easy because I just need to. Oh yeah, see, they just left an open at the top. How did they get rid of it? Oh, they just manually stitched it together. That's smart. You just hand stitch this little tiny seam together at the end. Oh, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Because for anything fully enclosed, you have to do a little bit of hand stitching. Anything fully lined or like anything like that, like toys, anything that's filled with something. Oh, that's so smart. Okay. Okay, I like that idea. That's a good technique. That one just makes sense to me. The previous one just didn't make sense. Yeah, this person did the same thing. Yeah, I understand that method. Okay. Alright, let's do the skirt before I get tired. I said that like 4 times now, haven't I? It might be because I'm tired. Funny that. Because otherwise you've got a weird circle. I did it at just one. And come up and do that when you do the lining in the skirt. Same on that with the zipper. And you still have that open hole there. I don't know, I feel like there's a way to do it. Figure it out one day. Probably have to manually just start making a bunch and then try to put them together. Okay, I did do the big stuff. I completely covered my desk and stuff. This desk was clean like 2 hours ago. Like fully empty of things. Handles will be functional. Pins, not yet. Sewing notes, not right now. Seam ripper, maybe, but probably not. Not for the skirt. Plant. Okay, what pieces do I have here? Center back unfold, that won't be unfolded. And center front unfold, that will be unfolded. And then we have side back and side front. So those are both on straight lines, so they will be done second. You can start with one of these up here. And it doesn't need to be half this long. Okay, what? Okay. Now I'm dropping the waist an inch, so I have to remember that. It's going to be, if I kept it the same length, it would now be an inch lower. The opposite of what I want, because how long is her dress? I need a picture of her wearing it, please, not on a mannequin who has no knees. Black dress, please. Yeah, it comes like just below her knees, which is a really good length on me. So we've got that fold one there. How big is that? Is that from my natural waist? I'll go down my knee. Okay. How long is that? Oh, I should have done some of the folded ones, so well. Let's say 23 inches or 22 and a half. Let's do another piece just to check. Waist 1 inch. I want it to be Hey, I got 23 inches again. Oh, I'm counting the seam allowance. That is still quite a few inches difference. 23. But it's going to be dropped an inch lower. So let's call it 24. And that's still quite a few inches difference though. How many? 5. Okay, this was, thanks. This was 5 inches shorter. Is that the length I would want it to be? Let's test. That's what pins are for. Oh, I don't have to worry. I forgot I'm still wearing my other skirt underneath. Ha ha ha. That makes this easy. Five inches is there. That's going to be above my knee, isn't it? Yeah, that's just too much. I don't know why I keep... It's because when I lean over, I think that's where it is. But let me check in a mirror. That's too high. That is definitely too high. I can like see my knees. Okay, I think that's a good length. And then I gotta remember to take it up another inch because of I've dropped the waist an inch. What's the average on this? 3 inches probably. 3, 2.5, 2.5. I'm gonna take it up 3 because I don't want it to look frumpy. So there. Okay, now I have to make sure the waistband matches too. I changed all the waist measurements. this is perfect. I need to take it down an inch. So this is the wrong amount. No, but it's the wrong amount by too much. So it needs to come. Okay, let's do it this way. It's not gonna need to be that long. A little higher than that though. This part's gonna be so easy. Forgets that I made half a dozen modifications. Like, of course I did. Of fucking course I did. Why would I make it simple when I could make it complicated? It's way more exciting, obviously. Okay, so the side front, 3.5 inches. So I guess I just extend these. Plant, you might just want to go from no, we're all right. These are causing more trouble than plant. No. All right, let's move you. Oh, I probably didn't use my plan. I could just do this. Couldn't I? I don't know. It's too late now. I just found where the curve hits 3.5. Oh, that's an allowance. Nope, I need to fix that. God damn it, I shouldn't go too far. It's 3.5. Equidistant. 3.5. Oh, I guess let me see if it doesn't. All right, and then I want to shorten it by 3 inches. And it's been extended by 1 inch, so by 4 inches. I bought this ruler because it is inches and sorry, centimeters on it. Do have a lot of good notches on these things to make sure they're going the right way. Let's do this a little bit more evenly here. Oh, this is actually not as hard as I think it is. I just need to halfway mark it anywhere and then it'll be a straight line. Although I suppose I do need it to won't be perpendicular, will it? So if I made a bunch and averaged, then it would. This is tricky, isn't it? I'm just going to use the joy of this thing to get a 90-degree angle. That's what this thing is best at. it at 10 inches across. If this is at 5, we'll be good. Telling you witchcraft. 100% witchcraft. Alright, that's probably the center. Probably, or something. Mm. Nine inches. Okay. Okay, so I need 29. I want it shorter by 3 inches. 26. And shorter by another inch. 25. Then add some hem. Okay, so 25 is here. Hem is definitely going to be an invisible hem. Left a lot of hem on this one. Oh, okay, I'm glad I'm looking at this. The skirt is actually not the length of this pattern. In actuality, that I actually hemmed it too after I finished the pattern. It's 27 inches. Okay. So 27 inches minus 3 inches. Minus more. Floral is 27 inches. Skirt. If I wanted it to be the exact same length, I'd have to lose an inch because I dropped the waist. Then I want to make it 3 inches shorter. That's now 23 inches plus seam. Okay, so 23 inches. There. Yeah, I definitely better make a sample one of these dresses, otherwise I will 100% have something go wrong. Okay, 2 inches was probably enough for a blind hem. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. That should be fine. Let's do it again on the side seams. There's your 3 inches. Continue for 2 more inches. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong one. Do it again. That's why it's nice to drop without seam allowances, but this already had seam allowances in it, so I'm like, ugh, okay, whatever, I'll do it. Yeah, those are completely different numbers, so 20. Wait, that's actually way too close. It's like measuring on here. Well, that's concerning. Hey, shush. Okay, 1, 2. And this one too high. Three. 25. And now I just curve these. There we go. Okay, that's skirt piece number 1. I think I got 3 more to do. I don't know what this is. Oh, I didn't mark my notches, actually. Otherwise, these pieces all look the same, and they're not the same. So the front one has 2 notches. And I did those. Oh, bugger. Did those not right there the way I remember. Awesome. I can let it. Well, we're going to do it at 8 inches. Maybe it's the only piece where I don't have the line drawn. Okay, again, can I label this thing? I didn't get very far, did I? Okay, side. Front, Mrs. Maisel. Side, front, skirt. Front. Side. Oh yeah. Your seam allowance and times 2. Beautiful. All right, next. Oh yeah, I can do my front and back on these straight sections. So let's do that. You guys start rolling up your friend. Side front skirt is done, and that's it. Let's get rid of you. Oh, I should label how long this is. 23 inches and 25 inches. This is 5 inches, and this was 8 inches. All right, center front, let's do it. Okay, so I know I need 25 inches. Oh, I actually double hemmed that, didn't I? How much you cut those short? Hi. No, you cannot have the pizza. But I would like the pizza. Okay, so what is the front on this? The front on this is 3.5. This is not. I don't need a seam allowance, obviously. That's what the fold is for. I do need an eraser. There it is. Ha. 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 Silly, silly, silly. Okay. So that's 23 inches. That's not the same number at all. Interesting. Oh, 23. That's not a bad idea, is it? But oh yeah, this house will start at the 90-degree angle. Otherwise, it's a nice square. I think the proportions on this were pretty good. Okay, there we go. This is center front, gold. This is Maisel. This is center front skirt. Skirt. Why am I even doing this? That's what I'm using. Alright. Piece down. Bodice. That's a bodice. Just hanging out. Jewel. This pizza, like, the entire top half of this pizza has no toppings on it. It's just bread. I mean, it's good bread, but I would like some cheese. Maybe. So we'll just send her back up there. Maybe a lot of stuff flipping around though, so let's finish it first. Lose that. Okay, this was 3.5. Side back is 3.5 and 3.5. They're both 3.5. little bit. So not quite half, but we could get there really easily just by shifting to about there. Perfect. We shall do so. Take quite a bit of this paper, not that I really want to. No, maybe once I really start working with it, I'll really like it. But for right now, I'm like, ugh, I just want my old paper back because this is so nice to work with. It's actually like stupidly strong too, which is nice. Okay, we are getting somewhere. Wibbly wobbly there. Now we need this to be, what did we say, 25 inches? All right. stop it. That was me. I made the noise. It wasn't real knocking. It was just banging. Hey. Sugar. That's good. See, she really wants to be good right now because she knows I have the pizza. And yet, she still barks. So that's not super great. Hey, shug. Oh, I should have actually centered this some way, shape, or form. How do I do that? Quit it. Stop. No. Six. Quarter. Four. Like hurting my wrist, which is new and not fun. Oh, I was thinking that this in the back center front also has to be on a 90-degree angle. Doesn't it? Yes. Something weird going on here. Oh yeah, that's not how inches work at all. What the hell? How did I screw that up so badly? It's kind of fucking bizarre, honestly. Okay, there's something fine. At least I could see that it was weird right away. I could tell something was off. Okay, one more and then I'm going to bed because it's getting late. I gotta work tomorrow. Okay, but this is looking good. I'm feeling good about it. Okay, so 23, 10, 25. Not bad. This was. Oh yeah, because that'd be times 2. Jesus Christ, I'm like freaking myself out here. Okay, 3.5. And what piece is this? This is Mrs. Maisel. Side back skirt, right? Side back skirt. Centimeter seam allowance and times 2. Alright, last up we have to flip the paper around. You know what my cameras do? These ones aren't really so much about tracing, they're more about all the best patterning is. Okay, so this is center back, but I need to add a seam allowance for a zipper. That part's important. Okay, so this should be 3.5 on the fold. Oh yeah, this side. Back. 3.5 on the fold, which is not a fold; it's a zipper with a seam allowance. So 3.5 plus a seam allowance. Got it. That's way not 3.5, which is interesting. Oops. There it is. Oh. I'll get a little space with this piece because I might decide that it needs to be extended more. So many things to remember. It's like this also has to be a 90-degree angle. Or it will have a weird artifact. Length. That's 23. Three. Five. Degrees. Oh, that's actually a good one. Did that right the first time. Okay. Was I writing all these on the inner grid? I always fold them to the edges. Why did I start doing that? That was really dumb, honestly. Okay. Zipper. Okay, are we all done? Times 2. Back skirt. Zipper. Yeah. Okay, I think it is time for bed. That was really good. I think I got all the dress pieces done. So we'll test them tomorrow. We'll cut them out of some fabric. And we should be in business. How exciting. I'm not gonna bother putting these away for real because I will probably want to have a look at them tomorrow. Most likely. And I kind of got to set up so I can work tomorrow. It's tomorrow, Sunday. I still have to work at the desk, work in the bedroom or something. Inch back. 3.5 inches. So how long is my zipper? I think it's quite long. I shouldn't have any trouble. Okay. And also my back starts pretty low, so I really don't think I have to worry about it. Yeah, it'll go well far enough. Do it about there. How many inches did I go on this one? About 12 inches on the skirt there. And that's probably just the end of the zipper. Yeah. So the only problem with doing that is that if it's not perfectly installed, you can still see it all the way down, but oh, I did cut off a couple inches there. Cool. All right, I think we're all good. I think we're all done for today. I think we're on track. I can't, I definitely have to be like working on it every day, but yeah, this should work. So we won't cut these out today just in case I have any flashes of insight overnight that might need to make some adjustments. But I think I've got seam allowances on everything. Everything's 23 and 25, 23, 25. Alright, these guys all match up. Yeah, I just measured everything, so it should all match up. Alright, we'll leave it like that for tonight then. Yeah, thanks to anyone who did stop by. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope that was interesting. We're going to be doing a lot more for the next little while, especially before Halloween. Yeah, just to kind of get this dress done for Mrs. Maisel, and I'll give a, oh, I hate that. There we go. I'll give a quick look at what it was that we were doing. Where'd it go? Was it this one? I don't know what's going on with that one. Anyways, that'll work. So it's going to be this dress when it's done. We've got, transition please, we've got black satin. We're all ready to go. Wait, you come back there. Okay, let's see what's going on. It's fine, something good. Oh my gosh, I can finish eating this pizza. And the dog comes a running. Yes, you do. Do you want a piece of zucchini? Not even a little bit. No. Oh, you sure? Want this crumb? Yes, you do. Whole bunch. Whole bunch want the crumb? Okay. Yeah, I keep thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I should just get it cut out. But no, you're gonna wake up tomorrow and go, oh, of course, that thing you forgot. So. I will sleep on it. Hi, sweetie. You want to go to sleep? Do you want to go to sleep? Come here, sit here and be beautiful on camera. Do you have a burr in you? What did I just... That's on my shirt. I think I got it. It was just a burr. Surprised me. Okay. Good job. All right, there she is. All right, let's give a raid. The right way. There we go. And Naz knows. All right, so we got study stream. Let's give it a go. Co-working raid time. There we go. Bye now.